Hey guys, Richie here. Welcome back to my first bench update of 2022. So first of all, just want to thank everybody again for all your kind messages and support for the last couple of months. It's been a little crazy, Thanksgiving and Christmas, but pleased to say that I am fully healthy, well, almost fully healthy, and doing really well. So those who don't know, I was diagnosed around about end of November, December time with seminal cancer, and went through surgery, and fortunately they called it stage 1, removed what it needs to remove, and it was a tumor basically the size of a golf ball, or bigger than a golf ball they removed, and it didn't penetrate any cell walls or anything else, and did a CAT scan a couple of weeks ago that came back fully clear on my tumor markers. So yeah, and I think we took care of it, fingers crossed. I'm not being too cocky. In a process now, basically 5 years of scans and checkups and preventative measures basically, but doing really well, healing well from my surgery. It's about a 6-week recovery, so probably about another 2 weeks, and then I can fully get back to my normal life of lifting and exercise, that kind of stuff. So just been taking it easy, but despite that, managed to get quite a lot of stuff done, modeling wise as well. So yeah, that's done. Now back to the modeling side of things. Where should we start? This is going to be a bumper episode. It's going to be a lot longer than my usual 20-30 minutes, mainly because I set up that Facebook group about a week, 2 weeks ago, and the response was amazing. But the first 2 days I got like 160 people join, and we're almost at 200 right now, and it's blew my mind. I thought I'd maybe 10-20 people join, a couple of stuff to share with you guys on my video today, but I've got over 50, maybe 60 posts of people sharing work, and that's pretty awesome and amazing. So it's created a little bit of a problem, a nice problem for me, in that I just got to figure out a strategy now how I'm going to maintain that in terms of what I'm going to do with kind of sharing work, how I'm going to, the format, if I'm going to like create, if I'm going to share it like every month, or I'm going to do a separate video, that kind of stuff, or just pick certain posts out. For today, I'm going to go for every single post and show everybody's work they've shared. I'm thinking just because it's a new group, we've got like a big kind of amount of stuff kind of going on there, so I think moving forward it'll be less stuff. But again, thank you for those who joined. I'm not a big Facebook fan personally, but Facebook is a good place to share modeling work. So the group link is going to be in the show notes below. It's RW Hobbies Model Makers Club, I think it's called. But again, the link's below if you want to join. Obviously it's totally free, it's Facebook. You don't have to post your work or share, you can just lurk or just comment and just look at other people's stuff. But nice friendly environment. And some really cool people in there, and it's really happy how that kind of started off, and hopefully we can maintain that and grow it as the community grows as well. So again, at the end of the show, once we've done my usual format, I'll show you what I've been working on and stuff. We'll go back and I'll kind of run through everybody's posts and take some time doing that as well. So yeah, so 2022. So let's kind of talk about a little bit what we've got going on this year. So I'm kind of going back to my roots and going back to more of my military 90s and early 2000s kind of stuff. So we're talking F-14s, 15s, 16s, 18s, that kind of stuff. Last year I did a lot of diverse projects, a lot of different stuff. I just got burnt out doing militaries like jets, like same stuff over and over again. It burnt me out a little bit. Now I've got a real hankering to get back into it and do more of that stuff. I definitely want to kind of pique my interest at more kind of interesting kind of markings. So you're looking at more like the aggressor markings and different color camos, that kind of stuff. Because doing gray stuff over and over again, as you know, gets a little boring and mundane for me. So that's what I got upcoming. Some projects I've got on the works to start after all this stuff is clear. So I'm going to do an A10 aggress. A10 aggress. I'm going to do an A10 in Arctic camo with a few little goodies and stuff to kind of jazz it up. I got some cool 2-bob decals on the way, with the like a grey and white Arctic camo scheme, which looks really cool. So I'm going to do the HobbyBoss A10 to 48 scale. What else I'm going to do? I'm going to do an Iranian F14. I love F14s, and I always had a hankering to do a beaten up kind of Iranian one, but those are kind of like desert kind of like markings and stuff. So I got the HobbyBoss kit on the way, and to try that one. So I'm going to do the F14 to 48 scale. So most of these, I'm going back to 48 scale too. So I went big. So I think, so let's think about it. So 2019 I went small, 72nd scale. Last year 2000, I'm losing track of the years. 2020 I went small and did not 72nd scale stuff. 2021 was a year where I went big, doing 32nd scale and 24th scale. This year I think I'm going back to 48 scale. We'll see how it turns out. So A10, Iranian F14. I look at my list here. I'm going to do a vegan in 48 scale. I'm not going to do my 32nd scale one yet. That kind of scares me, that resin kit. I'm going to save that for a little bit. But I'm going to do the special hobby kit, which I will show you guys later, in 48 scale, in the awesome leaf splinter camo. And another thing on my, what else up here? Look at my list here. Also, I'm going to do a in-flight diorama of 248 scale A18 Super Hornets, and I've got also ordered the HobbyBoss, the new F variant, which has the buddy like refueling pod. So I'm going to do an in-flight diorama with an F18 refueling off this other F18. So diorama, maybe some clouds and stuff, but two F. So it'll be pretty long, basically refueling, in-flight refueling diorama. I've never seen that before, so I thought that'd be something cool to do. So I've got to build 2 Hornets. So that's something I'm going to do too. The Yamato, the space battleship, I need to put that on hold for a while. It's way too complex with those lights. I'm not big with lighting and stuff, and those instructions are just very complicated, and I just need some time to really learn some more basic kind of like electronic stuff before I get into a project that size. So that'll probably be in a stash for a while. I don't intend to do that anytime soon. So that's kind of what I got going on. Also 2022 this year, hopefully I'm looking to probably move and buy, hopefully if the market's right, I'm going to buy another house around late spring, early summertime. Right now I'm in an apartment I'm renting. This is more of a temporary thing. I've been here about a year and a half now. But that's the reason why I've looked behind me and my walls are kind of blank. I don't want to like spend much time because again, I'm in transition. This is not really my permanent home. So hopefully I'm going to buy a place and have a dedicated model / home office area, and create like a really nice studio with some cameras mounted, different angles and stuff. Fill the wall with like interesting stuff, stickers, make a real nice cool studio. So again, this, you see it's bare, just my Leeds United plaque and that one postcard I have there from Luxembourg. But yeah, as we go through the year, hopefully around again late spring, early summertime, I'll be able to create a whole new studio, and that'll be I'll share that with you guys too on the my videos. How I go about that, and setting it all up, and lighting and visual and sound, that kind of stuff, to make a real cool kind of studio for building and for YouTube. So that's my big plan for this year as well. Also, I'm going to do another 24 scale Hurricane. This time I'm going to do Mk.IIc in like the browns kind of color. I promised my brother for a belated 50th birthday present, he wants one, so I'm going to keep this one, or the other one, he's going to have one, so I'm going to do that one too. So that's kind of what I got going on for 2022, a lot of big plans. We'll see how they turn out. Also, I'm going to change the format, I think, of what I do here on the channel. I just feel that the build videos are getting a little bit stale, and there's only so many ways you can show somebody how to put like a decal onto a wing, or how to put a pound line wash on. And I've done over 20 build videos now, build series videos, like multiple parts, from anywhere from like 5-6 parts up to like, I think SU33 was like 15 parts. So I feel like I want to create good content, unique content that's kind of new and fresh, and I feel it's getting a little stale doing the same stuff over and over again. And to be honest with you, when I look at my analytics, and it's not just my channel but other channels too, this conversational side of modeling gets a lot more views and interaction than just build videos or technical kind of videos. And sometimes you talk about 10 to 1. So sometimes like these videos I'm doing, like my monthly vlogs, I get 10 times more views than I would just showing you, I know, part 4 of a vegan build, showing you how I'm masking of a wing or something, right? So I'm gonna make some changes. So I've got some build series on the go right now. I did a video earlier this week, or maybe it was last week, showing you what's upcoming. And once I finish those ones, that's going to be it in terms of build videos in that format. Now, you can, quick shout out for my Patreon, perfect segue. All those build videos, you can watch them all and plus more on my Patreon. Thank you for all my supporters on Patreon. It really helps me keep the lights on, helps support the channel. So also I put a link for the Patreon there too. If you want to see all the, if you want to wait till summer and you want to see all the stuff right now, you can see it there. It's all the 32nd scale Growler and the HE111 and the Hurricane, all that kind of stuff. It's all on my Patreon to watch as well. So thank you for those people who support me. Very humbled, and it helps me. Channel helps me grow, helps me get better equipment and do better stuff and create better content for everybody. So that's my Patreon shout out. So yeah, so I'm flirting with different ideas. I think a weekly video is going to be too much for me. Monthly may be too much like time in between. So I'm thinking maybe like a bi-weekly Saturday morning release video. I don't want to do live streaming because I really like the video side of things because I can do it on my own time. So I can create these videos, edit them, and then drop them, you know, whatever time I want. Whereas with streaming, I'm restricted to a certain time. So if I say I'm going to go live at like 10 o'clock on a Saturday, I need to be sat here at 10 o'clock on a Saturday and I'm committed to that. Whereas the video, I can film it on a Thursday and then release it on Saturday at 10 o'clock. If that makes sense. So I like the flexibility of doing a video. So I don't think I'll be live streaming anytime soon. So I'm going to keep it the videos. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I can kind of expand them a little bit more. Instead, like maybe do a bi-weekly one and it's getting rid of the build videos, but incorporating some of that into those monthly or bi-weekly updates. So rather than me just showing you a quick what I'm up to, I'll have the cameras rolling and film during the week, and I'll incorporate like clips of what I'm working on into that bi-weekly update video. So rather than showing you everything, which gets a little bit boring, I'll just show you the interesting parts. So if I'm doing like working on like the Quinta Studios, putting in like cockpit stuff, maybe feature like a quick 5 minutes about that. Or if I'm doing like the vegan camo, like a leaf camo, maybe focus on something like that. But rather than going through soup to nuts how I build a thing, it's the same every time I build an aircraft, just a different type of aircraft. So again, I'm thinking a little stale doing the build videos, I'm doing the same stuff over and over again, decals, panel line washes, sanding, it's all the same stuff. So that's why I'm thinking I'm going to change it. So it won't be anytime soon, because again, these build videos can go through right through summer. So some point, maybe like spring, summertime, I'll pivot the channel, and I think I'm going to switch to that different kind, more of a conversational kind of videos and less of the technical build videos. But these conversational updates will include, you know, content filming of me building stuff, and I'll still show you kind of snippets of what I'm doing, just not in like a separate kind of format, if that makes sense. I think I just kind of waffled way too much there, but basically that's kind of what I'm planning doing channel-wise. And we'll see how it works. So that's kind of a little update of where I'm at, what we're doing this year, what we've got upcoming. Excuse me, losing my voice. So let's kind of talk about what I've been up to the past month since we last spoke. So one project I finished, which I'm not really that happy with, to be honest with you, and this is I finally got around to painting the ATST Star Wars Legions 56 scale ATST. So I'm happy with the base, again using that huge miniature stuff which I used on the Rebelle Speeder. And I kind of liked the Endor base, it turned out pretty cool, but I'm just not big on the colours on this one. I weathered it up with grime and stuff, and it looks a little bit too browny and less grey. But nevertheless, I mean, I lost my mojo a little bit with this one a little bit, I just kind of got it done. I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out, so I might either just sell it on eBay or might just restrip it and just go again another time in the future. But that's how she turned out. Kind of weathered, but again, I'm not quite happy how the weathering turned out with the streaking and stuff. But there you go. But really cool subject. If you want to build an ATST, I think the Legion one's better than Bandai. Plus, you can throw down all like different types of like lacquers and enamels and stuff, and it won't eat the plastic. The only problem is this one doesn't have an interior, because I was really hoping to light this one up too, like red lights coming through. But this is like solid. You can't. There's no interior on this one. So that's my one finished, my little ATST. And then 3 projects in the works. Well, one stall project. I've not really done anything on this for like 3 weeks now. And this is my 24 scale Hurricane Trumpeter Mk.IIc, C being cannons. And here she is. She's painted, and this side looks pretty cool. But my Technod decals failed me on this side, and when I put down a WC, the lettering, it all kind of went to crap basically. So I ordered another decal set from Hannants on December the 10th, and it's been almost a month and I still haven't received it. So I know it's been New Year and Christmas and stuff, so any day I just need to get these decals on here and that one up there, which cracked. Once that's done, seal it in and then just weather it. It needs weathering because it's just been painted, so the weathering's going to bring it to life, all the panel line washes, all the oils and stuff, and then we're done. The gear's all done, everything. So I mean, I just want to get this finished now. The mojo's gone a little bit on this because it's been sat here for like a month waiting. Again, I just want to get this kind of moved along a little bit. So really great kit. This panel right here is a clear panel. This is going to be removed so you can see the engine. These panels will be removed and see the gun bay. Open up a little bit too. But there she is. That's my 24 scale Hurricane. Highly recommend this kit. And as you guys have seen, I've talked about this a lot the past month. And this has been my kit of the year of 2021. Really enjoyed this one. And like I said earlier, I ordered the Mark 1, which I'm going to build for my brother. And we're going to have one each as a gift. Alright, what else? So, next up, this guy, which is the HobbyBoss 48 scale A6E TRAM. Now, I used the Quinta Studios for the first time, and it looks really cool. It was really easy to use. Now, a lot of people have been asking me recently about Quinta Studios, so quick talk about them. So they're not decals, you need to glue them down. So they come on paper, but you need to dip them in water like decals to get off the backing paper, but then there's no adhesive, so you need to add some glue. So rather than super glue, I recommend PVA glue, because then you got wiggle room. So I use thin PVA glue, and you can just move it to where you want and leave it an hour and it dries, no problem at all. So I don't think you can see it on this camera, but that's how we're looking. One seat fell out, I need to glue it back in, but got it in. But this is a really tricky kit. I'm losing my mojo with this one too. It's so complicated, the shape. There's not just two fuselage halves. There's all kinds of different parts going in here. We'll talk about the Rebelle in a minute. All kinds of different intake shapes and different panels and stuff. There's a lot going in, and you got to make sure things lined up perfectly. So my main goal with this is to make the front perfect, so I can fit the windshield in, because the clear glass part I can't manipulate much, whereas the grey plastic I can sand it down, I can fill it, all kinds of stuff. So I think we're almost there. So I think I'm almost at the stage where a couple of times I've always put it back in the box and leaving it, because it's been a lot of work. But again, just a little bit of rescribing, and we're almost ready for primer with this one. But it's definitely not for a beginner, but it's definitely challenging. It reminds me kind of the HE111, the Heinkel 111 from ICM, in that the fuselage is so complicated shape, and to get it done, it's but we're getting there. Also, that isn't the nose weight. That's one of these exhausts came off, and there's some trunking in there. And when I glued it back in, I pushed it, and I must have dislodged the little bit of exhaust inside there, and now it's loose inside, rattling around. So yeah, I know it is what it is, I guess. But this is going to be the Gulf War markings. We talked about it last month. I'm going to use the camo markings and paint it in the browns and the desert kind of tan kind of color. But yeah, this one's coming along nicely. Again, a lot of work, a lot of sanding, a little bit of filling, and just getting all these pieces in. And the key with this one is just to make dry fit and make sure everything fits perfectly. If you're slightly out, it knocks the rest of it out, and then you're screwed basically. But yeah, that's the HobbyBoss 48 scale. So we've gone from 24th to 48th, and now we're going to talk 32nd. So let me put this one away out of the way too. So now we're up to this bag of stuff, which is the 32nd scale Tornado, the Revell GR.1. Now, this isn't bad kit actually. So I was watching Luke over Black Rifle Model work on his, and it kind of got, this is me in my stash forever. So it's got me kind of jonesing a little bit to work on this. So I got the backside put together, used the Aries resin exhaust. And I thought, that can't be too difficult. Just, slot them in the back, no problem at all. Turned out that the exhaust pipes or whatever, the exhaust themselves were longer than the kit ones. They're more accurate, but it fouls with the speed brake. So they had to go back in and like cut away part of the speed brake to get these in, and then blended it, no problem at all. It does make it easy to paint these things separately, but with this kit, you really got to take care of the seam lines and just get things put together, and then worry about paint later, I think. So I got the back end done. You can see how big this is. The tail's huge. The wings, following on from the guys building these, I cut the slot out so they can be painted separately, and they just slot right in. And it makes it a lot easier, because otherwise, if you build it with a fixed, it's a huge size. So even when it's displayed, you can just pull it out and just take the wings out and stuff. So I cut slots in for the wings, did those, started putting together some of the fuel tanks. We're going with the smaller fuel tanks, because I think the larger ones are more when it's ferrying between theaters and different operational environments. The smaller ones are for when it's actually, doing sorties and stuff. So yeah, just working through getting all the stuff together, all different tanks and stuff, wheels, intakes, putting the intakes together. Now, if you look in there, there is no intake trunking. There's just the fans at the back, and then you can put these on. You can see right through the fuselage. So what I'm going to do is either I'm just going to blank out the back here, so you can't see down it, or I'm just going to put create a fog cover over it. So we're going to do that, and then finally just put these two front pieces. Now my pieces aren't warped like Luke's; mine fit together really beautifully actually. So, and I just put in the nose wheel bay. I did have the, well, I do have the Ares resin cockpit set, but I just don't want to go through the hassle of the surgery of trying to get it fit and stuff. So I'm just gonna go out of the box. You can't see much in the Tornado cockpit anyway. It's pretty tight. I'll use resin seats, but I'm just going to go ahead and just use the kit, cockpit and decals and stuff. So that's the next step for me to get the cockpit done, to get the front section done, and then that will just marry up to this, and then it gives you an idea of the size. Now, I have been conflicted with this. Like, do I go with? I was gonna go RAF wraparound camo. The you know, 1995, I think it was 1992, like RF Germany, or actually the RF Lossiemouth 617 Squadron is what I'm going to go with. But the Saudi Arabian one looks really cool too. But in the end, after a lot of thinking about it, I'm going to stick with the RAF one. I'm British, I'll do RAF. Also, that means, you know, I'd have to spend an extra $30 on Saudi decals and a mast set for it and stuff. So I'm going to stick to my plan and do this wraparound. I think it's 1992 RF Lossiemouth. Camo is what I'll do with this one. So that's that one. So I've been busy working on different things, which I like and I don't like. To be honest, I like one project at a time. I like to get off the bench, focus on one thing, and that's what I'm going to get back to too. So I'm going to get the Hurricane finished. This is going to be a slow burner, I think, in the background. Get the A6 done, and then from there on and in, we talked earlier, I'm going to start running through some projects one at a time, and back to what I really enjoy doing, just focusing on that one project and not a bunch of stuff all over the bench. So probably be the F14 Iranian, or the A10 and 48 scale, and the Arctic camo we'll do next, after all this stuff is cleared. But that is it. So a lot of stuff going on, very productive as always, enjoying it, enjoying what I'm doing, which is the main thing. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clear this away and then show you some of the purchases which I got in the past month. I've got some really cool stuff, so I want to share those with you, what I purchased, and then we'll finish up with talking about the Facebook group and go through some people's work and posts, if that sounds good. So let me clear this and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back and I've got my stuff here, my loot, and let's go through some of the small stuff first. So got myself some Mrp Paint, the light ghost grey. Now, I love the little glass bottles. I'm a bigger fan of the plastic ones. They kind of, I don't know. Well, at least at least they're open. You can pour it back in, I guess. I like the glass bottles, but Mrp Paint. So let's talk about them real quick. Really good lacquer paint. Really kind of revolutionized the hobby maybe like 5 years ago when it came out. Yeah, I don't use these much because I prefer Hawker lacquer paints, the orange line. Now the orange line is the lacquer paints. Then you have a red and a blue line, which is like acrylic airbrush and hand paint airbrush, but you want lacquer paints. So Hawker I like because you can mix them yourself to whatever kind of consistency you need, whereas these are pre-thinned and they're actually way cheaper too. By the time you thin them all out and stuff, they're a lot cheaper than MRP, maybe like half the price, if not greater value than that. Now MRP, the greys are fine, the Russian colors are fine, but any greens or whites and stuff like that, because they're pre-thin, they're so thin, it just doesn't cover very well. You just have to spray so much of this stuff on. So that's why I'm not a big user of these guys. I prefer Hawker paints or Tamiya LP. Now, light ghost grey, Tamiya LP, which is LP37 I think it is, it's just way too blue. Now I think it's pretty accurate for when it rolls out the factory line, but within a week being on the carrier, it fades pretty rapidly. So it's just way too blue for my liking. But this is a good color, and the grey spray beautifully. And the tip with these MRPs too is to low air pressure. Spray at low air pressure, under 10 psi, ideally around about, depending on your setup, probably about 5 to 8 psi, and really just mist this stuff on. So you want a nice pre-shading and mist the stuff on. It's going to look fantastic with the grays. That's my secret to this one. You see my stuff I build. I build so much Navy stuff, US Navy, light ghost gray's a staple. Been using the guns recently, but I thought, why not just get a bottle of this? I've got dark ghost gray, which lasts forever because you use a lot less of it, but I needed some light ghost gray. But again, a little disappointed in plastic bottles, but it is what it is. So I've got some MRP paint. We talked earlier about doing the A10 in Arctic camo, the HobbyBoss one. Now I've got the Quintus Studio set. So yeah, I really liked what happened with that E6. So I thought, you know what, let's get this set. It wasn't very expensive, and if in the US, Hobby Nut Models have all the Quintus Studio stuff, and they only charge $2 shipping, which is great. Padded envelope, $2 shipping in the US. So got it from them. Again, I'm not sure how much you can see on this camera, but this stuff's really good. And I wouldn't use it on everything, because a lot of these cockpits you're not going to see, but when it's got like a lot of glass, like the A6 for example, I think it's a worthy investment. These are definitely the best. I've looked at online pictures of the Edward's New Space stuff, the Red Fox Studios, the Kitswall stuff looks crap. None of them look as good as the Quinta Studios. So, you know, these are the leaders in this kind of stuff, and they just look really good. So again, this is the for the A10 HobbyBoss. So I'm going to do this in the tub, and I might even splurge and get a face hanger resin. They do a resin seat with like the sheepskin and stuff on, so I might do that as well. But yeah, really liking these Quinta Studios. But again, I'm not for every single aircraft, depends on your subjects and stuff, but real easy to use. And as we talked about before, use glue. These aren't decals, you have to glue them down. PVA glue. Next up was a Christmas present, and something I've been wanting a while, and I finally got it. And it's one of these AK Interactive flexible stencils. It's like a vinyl. Now, you've seen me use these many times before, the metal photo etch ones, and the problem is it's photo etch. You can't bend it around things very easily, whereas this is a lot more better. It's better. It's bigger for a start, and you can bend it around different shapes. Now, I'm a big fan of using these for fuel tanks, drop pods, and they work great. Just add a little bit of dirt and grime, just spray a different type of gray on there, or sometimes red brown's a really good color. Just very little red brown, just create some dirt and kind of worn effects. So, big fan of these masks. They create a really good effect for different scales. This one's for 35th and 24th, it says on here, but I think it's, you know, it's bigger. But I'm pretty sure I asked for a 48 scale one from Santa, but Santa must have got it wrong and gave me a 35th one instead. But nevertheless, it was come in use, and yeah, really handy, these vinyl ones. Now, next up is this contraption. Now, you know, obviously I got that space battleship to work on with all lights and stuff, so I thought I needed a better soldering iron. So I picked this bad boy up. It's adjustable temperature, has all the clips on here. It's like a station, so you can, like, you know, helping hands, so you can hold it all here, you can do soldering. Again, just temperature, has the all built in here, has the solder right here, and all for a great price of about $20 on Amazon. Can you believe the whole unit? Now, it has pretty good reviews. It comes with different tips and stuff. I looked on it, it was like 40. I was just looking for Amazon soldering irons, like 4 stars and up, good reviews, and this came up and it was like $40 something. Yeah, the orange one and the black one. Now this is it's just a generic Chinese, LONOVE, Lonov, 926 LED. Now the orange one was $40 something. When I clicked the black one, it had said on it, said vendor offer or whatever it was, 50% off. So I clicked on it and went to my cart, and I think I paid like $22. So I got this adjustable temperature, or adjustable heat soldering iron for like $22 shipped, which I thought was a good deal, with like the whole like stand and all, like the whole like workstation kind of thing going on. So I actually went back a week ago and checked again, and it still has a 50% off on it as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a soldering iron, it looks, you know, for what I'm using it for, I think it'd be a great deal. So $20. All right, now moving on to the kits. So this is coming up on Tuesday as my review. The Vigan, beautiful aircraft, 48 scale, great kit, awesome camo. And yeah, what's not to like? Now this is the updated version from 2018, not to be confused with the 2015 version. So the difference is, what I figured out is you get an extra sprue, and with Vigans, when it powered down, the canards at the front here, flaps are down, whereas on the original kit they were molded up. So on this one you get both, you get the up flaps and you get the option to drop them as well. So this is the updated version. Kit number is the same number as the older one, which is confusing, SH48148, but it has that yellow thing here saying updated version. So Sprue Brothers had a New Year 15% off all special hobby kit sale, so these are hard to get hold of now. So they had these in stock, and quite a lot in stock, and I got 15% off, so I grabbed it where I could. So this is one of those builds we mentioned is coming up this year, in this beautiful, you know, scheme. All right, last up is this guy. Wait, stuck to my desk. That's weird. Maybe some blue tack or something on there. No, that's weird. I don't know. Anyway, this guy right here, and this is the, God, it's really weird. I got like a bunch of like red stuff stuck to my desk. I don't know what that is. Anyway, this guy, you know, I have 2 of these already. Desert Babes, 72nd scale Edward, limited edition. limited edition. They've released like this like 5 times already. Now this is the limited edition special edition. So you can only buy this from Edward themselves direct, and this is grossly overpriced, about 3 times the cost of the normal Desert Babes, which you can pick up pretty much anywhere, which is a great kit, great value. But this, I actually, the day I got home from surgery, I was scrolling online, I heard about this, I went to Edward website and have tons of them, and the thing is, this comes with free posters, which is some cool kind of like copies of like the pin-up from the front of the aircraft. So I thought, you know what, that'd be good to kind of decorate my cave and stuff. And yeah, by the time you buy posters and stuff anyway, it's not such a bad deal. So I got paid stupid shipping all the way from like Croatia or wherever they are, like Czech Republic I think it is, and got it pretty quickly, and from Edward themselves. Now let me show you the posters. So it's a normal Desert Babes, but you get free posters. Now what I'll say is my channel's pretty PG. I keep it family oriented, PG. What I'm going to show you is probably maybe PG-13. So if you have any small children around, this is your warning, because it's a little bit racy, some of these pictures. So let me show you the posters. And what I'll do is I'll use this as my thumbnail as well in the video, because as soon as you put like a pretty girl on there, you get like 10 times more views, right? So here's the first one. Check 6, which is, you know, the real pin-up, nose up from the aircraft. So you got Check 6. You got this one. I'm not sure what this one is. Just some girl with a dog tearing a dress off. So these are A3, yeah, it's double the size of A4, right? So it's A3. And the last one, this is totally random. This is nothing to do with tornadoes, but you got a picture of a girl on the telephone. So I'm not sure what that's got to do with any. Well, it says Desert Babes. I'm not sure what it's got to do with a tornado, Gulf War. But anyways, that rounds up the trio. So that's what you get. You get those free posters. So I think Check 6 is probably the better one. So that one right there. So that is actually from the aircraft itself. So the artwork. So I thought, why not? I mean, splurge. I was just out of hospital from surgery. Let's do something and splurge and get this this one right here, which again wasn't massively expensive. I think it was like with shipping, which is like 25 euros or something. It was like 75 bucks to the US. But you know, you get the free posters. So I thought, why not? I love the Tornado. I probably just throw it in my collection, something to have. So that rounds up what I've purchased. Selection of stuff right there. I got other stuff en route. What else I got? Next month I'll show you. Tomorrow actually I'll get the Iranian F-14 and a bunch of paints and stuff from Scale Hobbyist. If in the US, Scale Hobbyist, you've not heard of them, they're a great website. Tons of stuff, easy to use website, tons of great stuff. And then from the UK I've got the new the HobbyBoss FA18F. I got the HobbyBoss A10 Thunderbolt to A10A, and a couple other things too. So that's really kind of rounds up. So I got a lot of stuff going on. To be honest, I've been kind of downsizing my stash and not really bought much last few weeks and months. Maybe for obvious reasons, maybe because I didn't think I needed a stash. But now, you know, now I'm kind of getting some more stuff I'm more into, and yeah, hopefully get these built this year and move on. So that's kind of what I purchased. Let me kind of then now switch gears. And let's take a look at the Facebook group I created. So let's go through some people's posts. So I'm going to switch gears, share the screen and go through that, and then we'll come back and I'll say my goodbyes. Alright, so here it is. Here's a page. I've scrolled to the bottom and I've edited out all me scrolling, so I was scrolling for quite a while going through all these posts. But it's basically, you see right here the link. It's facebook.com/groups/RW Hobbies MMC, which stands for Model Makers Club. So I've scrolled to the bottom and work our way up for all the posts here and pick some stuff out as we go. So the first few are just me getting it going. We can skip all that kind of stuff. A few people thanking me for adding. Okay, first one here we got from Mohammed. We got the Revell 48 scale A6e Intruder. Looking very cool. Now he's managed to do his kit, which I couldn't do with mine, and that's having two lots of racks here. I can only put one rack. I only had 2 racks in the set, so I could put one on each side. I want to do the bombs, the Mark 82s and the cluster bombs. I couldn't do it with mine, so with the HobbyBoss kit. Mohammed again, very nice 48 scale Hasegawa F818F. Now, one thing I noticed with the Hasegawa, now it's old, long in the tooth and stuff, and the Meng's new, and the HobbyBoss is new, but still, like the rivet detail and all the stuff is quite, you know, so refined and looks nice. Now, I think Mohammed and I have very similar interests, because when you throw in like F14s and F18s, that's right down my alley. And here's a very awesome look here at the kind of evolution of Jolly Rogers. So you've gone from the F4 to the F14 to the Super Hornet. I've never ever done an aircraft in Jolly Rogers before. Maybe something I need to start doing, but yeah, very awesome. It's interesting to see how it's changed, how the aircraft have changed, but it's all the same squadron markings. It's how they've changed over time. And AMK. I'm not seeing many people build this one, but this is the AMK's 48 scale D Tomcat. I've got this one in my stash too. In the Tom Hatters? Tomcatters, sorry. I could quite easily just build these things all day long. Tomcats are just awesome. So many interesting markings and just some awesome schemes and stuff. Okay, the Meng F. Wait, that's the E, right? Because you got single seat. Sorry, yeah, E. My bad. That's the kit I built. I did a video build series back, what, this time last year, pretty much. Okay, Ivan. Looks like this is Tamiya P-51 32nd scale. Looks like he's done in the very nice RAF markings, the camo markings, which I was thinking when I do my P-51, I was going to do mine in similar, because I'm kind of scared a little bit to do natural metal finish in such a big aircraft. And he got the best C-130, 72nd scale, okay, terrible decals, Airfix Westland Lynx, 48 scale, awful kit. Now, the vest of C-130 is definitely something in my radar. They're going to bring out another version of the J later this year with some really nice markings of the like RAF anniversary markings. So I was thinking about jumping on getting that one when it comes out this year. Because J is something I've been on myself during my RAF career, so it'd be nice to kind of build something I've actually traveled on myself. But let's look at these pictures here. Very nice in-flight on the stand. Oh, I mean, I think this one has the option. I think we can like you can have in-flight or you can have it down. You think you just clip on the wings on the gear. Nice engine. Very cool. Wow, really nicely detailed. I'm not sure. I wonder if that's out the box or if that's aftermarket. And there's your insides of your hook. Very nice. Nicely weathered. There's your links. Nice. I think scares some helicopters is the size of the rotor blade, so it's nice when you get like I did with my Academy Viper, where you can like fold the wings back. It takes up way less space. And Dobby. Pretty cool. Simon, and this is 32nd scale A6E Trumpeter. This is supposed to be a really nice kit. This is gonna be a beast in 32nd scale. But that's beautiful. Nice weathered. This is a bigger version of what I'm working on right now. The 32nd scale version of I got 48 for right now. Very nice. Richard, and this looks like the Academy Viper. Very nice. This is my ATST we saw earlier. Luke looks like channel, subscribe, comment, blah blah blah. Oh, he did a $50 £50 giveaway at Chris a couple of weeks ago for a UMP gift card. So that's it. You hit 1,000 subscribers. So that's his giveaway from back in December 28th. Joseph, 2 190s, one Airfix, one new Airfix, and one from the 70s. Oh, very nice. I do like the 190. I got this 32nd scale Revell kit in my stash. One day I was thinking about building. Nice. Joseph again. Spitfire. This is 1/72nd scale. Wow. You know, when I first saw this, I thought it was 32nd scale. Mark 22. Now, I'd looked at this one before. For me, I just love the colors on this. Just really nice colors. And a 76 scale duck from Airfix 60s. Wow. Very nice. 76, another 76 scale King Tiger. Very cool. I do love this scheme in the Tiger, King Tiger. Like, you know, this kind. I'm not sure what it's called, but this with the dots and stuff. And a 35th scale Panhard HobbyBoss. Very nice. I've not heard of seen this armor before. And black and white Airfix Cromwell 76 scale. Nice. Now 76 scale, I'm pretty sure that's like Hornby trains, like 00 gauge, right? So I think Airfix matches the train layouts and train sets. And Tamiya 190. These 48 scale like warbirds from Tamiya from back in like, I don't know, 20 years ago, whatever. Great kits, and they're really well valued as well. I think you get them up really cheap. This is Airfix 72nd scale A8. Very cool. And another A8. Wait, is that the same one? This is a different one. Very nice. Okay, Paul, all kinds of stuff here. Let me take a look what we got. Very nice. HMS Dragon. I like your backsplash as well. Spitfire. Very nice. Trumpeter 48 Sea Vixen. This is a beast of an aircraft. This thing's massive, right? It's hard to believe back in like that era, like UK aircraft carriers, the size of these aircraft were like Buccaneers and Sea Vixens, all that kind of stuff, were taking off from the deck. And the best model he's ever built, the Tamiya P-38. Yeah, I heard this is an amazing kit. For me, it doesn't. This P-38 doesn't really float my boat, but I heard it's a really amazing fit. Being Tamiya, obviously, in modern Tamiya, it fits together amazingly, and this looks really awesome. I like the nose art. Another Tamiya. This is the Swiss BF 109. Very nice. I like the markings. And I've built this one too. This is the Panzer IV from Tamiya. This is a really good kit. I think it comes in a master box figure set. Very nice. And current work in progress. Okay, I'm not going to pronounce that. So you can put the King Tiger 2, Dragon King. It's a stage where I need Dragon King Tiger 2 before I continue everything. That's going to be awesome once you put a tank on top of this guy. Back to the boat again. Got some nice variety of subjects. And what we've got here, a Joseph Airfix P-40, it's 1/72nd scale. Yeah, very nice. Shark's mouth. Semi-second scale Kettengrad. God, that's going to be super tiny. I mean, like a 35th scale one's small enough. I like the Dio as well, the broken glass. Matchbox 17-pound gun set. This is really old school stuff. Very cool. Frank, his first diorama. Wow, this is a really cool truck. This is an Opal, right? Blitz, maybe? I don't know what it is with armor, 35th scale armor stuff. I think just doing a simple base just makes the vehicle, the subject, just really kind of stand out. Just adding a few like cans and stuff here, drums. Very nice. Cool. It doesn't say what it is. I'm pretty sure it's an Opal Blitz, but I'm sure somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Alrighty, after 35 years away from the hobby, Revell 48 scale Tornado from Murray. Dam Busters special. My next is Tamiya's 48 scale Dam Busters. Whew, that's an old kit. That's like 50, 60 years old, isn't it? The Tamiya raised power lines, possibly. I guess look at Tornado. Very nice. What I'm noticing is in this group as well, a lot of people just return to the hobby after like 30 years away, whatever. A lot of new people coming back. And there's a lot of Tornadoes on here too. So as we go through this, I'm surprised. I don't know why Tornado is so popular, but it's definitely a subject a lot of people like to build. Very nice. Oh, sorry. Look at the other pictures. So that's looking down. Nice camo. My 48 scale one, I remember I broke the gear right here. It was just like, even I super glued it, it could never ever have the same kind of, it was always wobbly forever. It could never fix it. Looking really good. I do love the scheme. This is what I'm going to do mine in, the wraparound camo. It's just old school, like RF Germany, Cold War, like late 80s, early 90s kind of look. This is Clive and his 32nd scale GR1. So you see the tornado theme here. This is exactly what I'm working right now, and this looks absolutely beautiful. Nicely worn down. Yep, this is ridiculous stuff that comes back because what happens, these burner cans, the afterburner, these fly up, and then all the soot, all the crap from the engine just flows back up the tail right here. That's why you always get that kind of stuff. Wow, looking really good. Very used and abused, and that's pretty much how they were, I guess. Very nice. It's just a cool looking aircraft, the Tornado. Next up, there's so many here. I'm just skipping through the comments and stuff and just going to the main pictures I see. Simon, the Meng 1/9 Kawasaki H2R. Very nice. I'm tempted. These Meng 9th scale bike kits look very nice. There's a couple coming out. There's a BMW coming out right now, and there's another one coming out soon too. It catches my eye. They just look. Being Meng, I know it's going to go together really well, and they always look so good. And here, I'm seeing different tonal differences in the metals and stuff, and that green kind of metallic green, kind of goldy green framing. Very nice. Here's a look at Clive. Here's a look at both the Revell GR1 and Talari GR4 side by side. Oh, very cool. So these are the two 32nd scale guys, I guess. So we saw this one we just saw, I think, and this is the Talari one, which is very expensive. This is, yeah, very cool. Man, it's a tough. It's so different. I do like the grey. The way you picked out different greys and stuff. This looks very, very, very cool. I do like this one. This is in my stash as well, so I think at some point once I got this one done, I'll copy you and do the same. Yeah, very nice. Oh look, that must be that Harrier's huge. That must be Airfix's 24th scale one, I'd say, because that's gonna be bigger than 32nd scale. I'm guessing that's 24th scale Harrier. Nice. Very cool. It's nice to see them side by side. Mohammed, the VFA 11 next for the F Super Hornet. Cool. Yeah, some nice markings there. Scott, the Tamiya 48 scale Japan ground self-defense force light armored vehicle and US 4x4 utility vehicle. Both fun builds and nice break from aircraft. Very cool. Yeah, these 48 scale Tamiya kits are amazing. I've built the Abrams, and that, yeah, if you just want a little mojo build or whatever, they're really cool little, and it's well engineered. They go together really well. The tanks and everything, and these look really cool too. Nice. Very cool. What we got here? Carol, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name. Greetings from Holland. So it looks like we got here. We got a F-16 in possibly Dutch markings, I'm guessing. I like what you did with the stand, the base. F5. Very cool. Do look good in flight. Okay, we got here Philip. Thanks for the ad. Mostly build 35th armor. Here's a couple of my last dire armor builds. Let's take a look at this. Wow, very cool. I do like dire. I don't think I could build myself, but I mean, looking at other people's, it just amazing. I love dire armors. When you can look around, you see every little corner, you see something different here. So you see all the rubble, you see all the figures, the building, the broken glass. It just really brings a good perspective and kind of tells a story. Very cool. Nice, and this one looks like a tractor. He's got his rifle on there. It's all the little details that really make these things kind of pop. And you got the snow and everything. Wow, very cool. And these dioramas don't have to be huge either. Like looking at these, you know, it's just the size. That's not pretty massive. That's probably about A4 size, I'd imagine. Very cool. Next up, Anthony 48 scale Apache and X-rated colors. Very cool. Wow, it's got some stuff going on there. Look at the rockets and the Hellfire missiles, I believe they are. And then you got the cannon. Very cool. I don't think I've ever seen one in Israeli markings before. That's, yeah, nice. Very cool. Steve and his 35th scale Meng Jack Panther. Very cool. Nice tracks. I wonder if they're out the box. Got a nice sag to it. Mohammed saying, yeah, perfect for painting the red line of US Navy fighter jets. I didn't know Tamiya do these, but they do paint markers. And then I mentioned here, you get Posca pens too, which are really cool. You get the fine ones, which are like very fine nib. But the Posca red is very kind of orangey. It's not as red as what I'm seeing here, the Tamiya one. That looks definitely better colored. Oh yeah, I noticed this one. Zone 5 Aviation here posted the new HobbyBoss Growler. It's missing the sensor jamming pod. You only get the two wing ones. You don't get the center one. Rubicon models. I mentioned here they've made an announcement. I think end of January, start of February, they should start the first wave of the Viet Cong and the Vietnam era stuff is going to release. This stuff is really cool. It's Wargaming 56 scale. But it's really good stuff. I mean, the tanks and everything look amazing. So you don't necessarily need to play the game, just they're good subjects just to build. And they're bringing out everything I've mentioned before. Hueys, pebble boats, figures, like BMP, everything. You name it, it's being released like over the next year or two. Mark and his completed his Shelf of Doom, his semi-second scale Hasegawa F35B. It is a great kit. I built this one, and it just, I mean, it just falls together. It's a really nice kit. Onto the Tamiya F4B or the Edward Mk.IIc, perhaps the Hasegawa E2, maybe the Kinetic Harrow GR3. The yeah, a lot of people are building this F4B right now. It's a fantastic kit. I'm not a huge Phantom guy, but I mean, a lot of people are definitely building them. Okay, let's look at the F35. Yeah, I remember this. I remember building this one. It's a really good little kit. I wish they'd do a 48 scale one. This is the B, obviously, with the very nice. And it's nice with this too, you actually get the decals, so you have to mask and paint all this stuff, all the ram tape. Okay, what we got here? We got the Blue Angels, Tamiya F32nd, I'll start again, Tamiya 32nd scale F4J from Ron. Let's take a look at this, and Blue Angels. Wow, very nice. Got color. Like the patch as well. That is very cool, but this is a little bit before my time, but it's hard to imagine such a huge aircraft like this being so agile and doing like acrobatics and displays and stuff. Very nice. Okay, Anthony is building the Tamiya A10A, the Warthog. Let's take a look at this. Very cool. Just a cool aircraft. Nice. Very cool. That's why with my, you saw earlier, I bought the Quinta set, so I don't have to go painting all these switches and stuff. That's, yeah, it's a lot of work. Luke again, Black Rifle Model Works, is New Year, a year in review. You can jump across and see that video. Somebody asking about power lines, which airbrushing needle. So it's not just this group isn't just for posting stuff you're working on or completed. This, you know, you've got any questions as well. We're building a little community here, so we're almost at 200 members. So you know, if you have any questions about basic stuff, you throw them on here, and you know, within a couple of hours or so, you can get some responses, and it's really cool little community building up. So I'm really kind of ecstatic how it's working out thus far. Here's a picture I love too. All these F-14s from Mohammed. So I've got Bounty Hunters, Jolly Rogers, and Tomcatters. And I'm guessing that's going to be the AMK, Tamiya, and Tamiya. Tamiya A, Tamiya D, and AMK-D. Just a cool air. I mean, I love these kits. I could just sit at the bench and just build these like non-stop, literally over and over. Just cool, very cool. Okay, this is Adam and his new workstation, Hobby Zone, I think it is, these areas. Nice picture of a tornado. And then somebody else posted a work, Harper here. Well, he's got the same stuff going on here. I love all the pictures. He's cut out all his box arts and his color callouts. Very cool. A lot of work going on there. A lot of aircraft. Oh, he got 16th scale. Is that Panzer IV? Nice. I'd love to look at pictures of people's like workshops and tools and paints and stuff. It just gives you inspiration and ideas and stuff. Okay, what we got here? Paddy and his thanks to the ad, only came back to scale modeling this year as I usually paint 28mm tabletop minis. Made a nice change from Space Marines. Built 2 kits so far, and partway through the third. we got here? Is that Titanic? That looks massive. That's got to be, is that a 200 scale? Very nice. Oh my god, the rigging and stuff. That's a little bit above my pay grade, I think. But nice, very nice. That's massive. I don't know where you're gonna, would you put that? And that looks, I don't know if it's the angle of the photograph or not, like perspective, but that looks huge too. That's got to be 32nd scale, I'm guessing. Unless it's just we're close to the camera, but that looks massive. That's really nicely done too. And an aircraft carrier. Is that Nimitz maybe? Very cool. Yeah, these I do like the boats and the battleships and stuff, but the little photo etch and all the rigging and stuff, that I don't think I could have the patience to do that. Alright, Christian, thank you for having me. Please, I don't actually build any models, however, I'm passionate about collecting 48, 32nd, and 72nd miniature aircraft. Here's some models I've been privileged, been commissioned, and collected. And here's some, wow, okay, so let's take a look what we got here. Wow, that's very awesome. Again, remember I talked about tornadoes? There's a lot of love for tornadoes in this group. Very nice. Love it. Yep. The coloring and the fading is just perfect on that. Some nice phantoms. Again, I love the paint works and really nicely done on this. Both. Nicely done too. It's hard to paint black, but you know, break it up right with grays and stuff. That looks really good. And that is a great kit too. I built this one. This is a Tamiya kit. Going back to this one. It's quite simple in terms of like build. There's not too many parts on this thing, but it's definitely very impressive. It's massive as well. Yeah, that's very nicely done. That's gotta be the Revell 48 scale, I'm guessing. Very nice. Nice. Very nice again. Let me check it. One of these has 62 photographs. I'll make sure I'm not... Yeah, this one's got 60. I'm not sure I'm going to go for all 62, but I'll do a couple more. Where are we at? So again, if you want to join the group, you can take a look over these and in your own time. Spitfire, looking really cool. And a Harrier. It's a GR3, I think it is. And... very nice. Cool. So again, I'm gonna go through 62 pictures right now, but you can in your own time, if you're part of the group, if not, just join again to look over these photographs and of people's great work as well. Papa, this caught my eye, the color on this one. I saw this a couple of weeks ago. December 28th, he posted this. Yeah, the color just stands out for me. It's just such an unusual color. When you look at people's collections of aircraft and stuff, this really kind of, just stunning kind of color just stood out for me. Very, very cool. Nice. Nice chipping. Lovely. Great work once again. What we got here? From MJ's Model Jets. Empire. Wow. This is in anything natural metal finish looking this clean takes some skill, and that's very, very nicely done. Very clean, nice clean build. Nice. Again, just a simple base like that just makes all the difference. You know, just adding simple base like a taxiway with like a low light here and stuff. That just really adds the detail. Just I don't know, really makes the subject just stand out. Wow, it's a cool scheme. Again, just like simple base, just created like a cone there. Again, just very nicely presented. Canadian Super Hornet? Actually, no, Legacy Hornet. Very nice. Again, the base. Very cool. That's something I want to get into more, like basing them better, Oh, got a flanker. the beginning. Very cool. That's what we got here. Dan Croak from Dan Cave. If you have dropped a sub, his links here, you can subscribe to his YouTube channel. He makes pretty much, I think, I'm sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he rotates between cars and bikes and aircraft. 72nd scale aircraft is his jam, I guess, and he switches between the two. But some really cool work there. 26 pictures. Click on his video. He shows what he's done in 2021, and he's done a massive amount of work. 26 builds, and some of these are quite awesome. He's done a Marvel themed car. I can't remember exactly which one. We'll see in a minute. We'll go through it. So we've got a duck, okay, Ford pickup, Viper. I guess that's 70. All the stuff 72nd, I believe. Very nice Ducati bike. Obviously the bikes aren't 72nd scale. They're 12th scale, I guess. Wow, nice Audi Quattro. The Victor. Very nice. This is it. This is, I think, I'm not sure what kind of car. It's the Nissan. Is it the 350Z? But he custom made these decals, and look how awesome this looks in the Marvel theme. Very, very cool. Carbon fiber. Nice Grim Reapers. Nice. I've had this kit in my stash. I think I still got it. It's this is the AMT kit, isn't it? Possibly. Could be actually could be the Revell. Thinking about it. Very nice. This guy's a bit of a beast. This aircraft is massive. Nice Audi. Look at the seats. This is another awesome one. The decals on this. The picture doesn't really show justice on this one, but the way the whole thing's decaled, this kind of it looks really cool. I remember seeing it back on the an ISM show a few months back. All folded up. Very nice. Bike. If you've not built a Tamiya bike, everybody needs to do one. They're absolutely beautifully engineered. They go together so well, and just really nice kits to do. Oh, there's the Fuse pickup. Very nice color. And a Vulcan. I think this is 144. I think the Great Wall Hobbies one. Very cool. Oh, nice. Another bike. Nice orange wheels. And Jägermeister. I think we've gone through it all. Yeah, so again, check him out. His channel's here. Stop by and click and say hi. And he's produced really good content and build videos. And here's Mr. Bretland. Paul Bretland did his year in review 2021 at the bench. If you want to see anything kind of car related, I mean, his stuff is stunning. You'll see in a minute. His work is just second to none. I can't do shiny, but it comes to cars, it looks better than like the die-cast stuff. It's yeah. I think later on you see some of his work, but yeah, check out his stuff for sure. Anything and also there's live shows. He does a live show every morning UK time on his channel. You can click on it. Where at the bench for a few hours. I think recently he was doing like 5 hours a day. So it's really good stuff to have in the background while you're working at home or just modeling away. And very interactive. So you can join. If you join live, you can chat. He'll ask him questions and chat and stuff. Adam and his VC10. This guy's Rodent. This kit. I've got formed this kit, and my one ended up in the trash can. And I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. A lot of filling and sanding. And I got this decal set. Decal set, and I filled the windows for the decals, and I got decals and realized they're for the wrong version. So this thing ends up in the trash can for me at the end. But you're doing a great job with this. It's not an easy kit at all. This is me. Yeah, you guys remember this for a couple of years ago, and I don't know why, this is just morning lighting. I don't know why it looks so blue, but I think it's just the lighting at the time of day. I did like first thing in the morning. But this is a 72nd scale Great Wall Hobbies F14D. Amazing kit. Get it on sale. Don't pay 60 bucks. It's ridiculous. You get them on sale for like 35 bucks. And a couple of Reed Oak figures. I think the figures weren't quite to scale. They seem very long and like gangly compared to the aircraft. But use the Coastal Kit's base. It just sets off really nicely. And I use the Trumpeter display cases. And then this is a Tornado. This won my build of the week with ISM like a year or two ago. This is the Rebelle semi-second scale GR.1 kit, and I just completely overhauled this with filled it with resin, flight path resin, Aries resin to convert it to a GR4, and again a couple. Well, these are PJ Productions. A couple of pilot figures painted up, and these figures are tiny. They're like a centimeter high, and this is a flight path generator I built as well. Again, Coastal Kit's base, and just. Yeah, really, these two are like ones in my collection. This and the where I'd probably never sell. These are like my, I don't know, the two kind of stars in my collection, I guess. So that's in the cases. They look great, no dust, and you can stack them on top of each other. But those two really kind of have my favorites, I guess. Chris building an F4, looking like maybe the new Tamiya one, possibly, or maybe not. No, maybe not, because that looks like it's the C camo. Again, I like looking at people's stuff, like what they have on their bench, like different tools and stuff. Very cool. That's a Hasegawa. I'll see that Hasegawa F40. This is Joseph again, semi-second scale FW190 A8. Very nice. Mohammed Meng, the Super Hornet, the F. He's done the paint, gloss coat next. Looking very, very nice. This kit does go together really well. Another Mk.IIc Spitfire. This one we looked at earlier on. Again, beautiful colors on this one. Jason, just a few previous builds. Oh, it's very nice. You got the bike on the. These are really expensive. These stands. Very nice. The Repsol. Nice. So these Tamiya bikes, amazing kits. Again, if you've not built one, you definitely need to try one at some point in your modeling career. I just split my screen, but I'm not going for all 22 pictures, so we're running out of time here. But I do like the way he exhaust staining and stuff. Let's see that one picture one more time. There. Oh, got past it. Right here. It's a different, really nice how he painted this. Right, again, the base, again, big, it looks awesome. Very nice looking. MJ model jets, the bases. Very cool. Okay, we're in Frank, and he's showing a 350 scale CH46E. Oh my god, that's his finger. Wow. That's tiny. It's the size of your finger. Crazy. I think we've seen this one already, the Jeep. Pretty sure we saw a Jeep, but not, just in case. Semi-second scale. Tackling the vintage Airfix 1/24 scale Hurricane Mk.IIc, going well so far. Yeah, I decided to go with my one. I decided to go with the Trumpeter one. But the Airfix, you're looking really good with the Airfix one. Looks like you got some fabric belts. Belts are really nice. Good luck. It's going to be really nice once it's built. Robert and his 32nd scale Stuka Trumpeter Winter Whitewash. Very nice. And thank you for marking up the symbol that shall not be mentioned. Nicely done, nice. Wow, you're very clean around the windows too, that canopy. Oh, here we go. Mr. Bretland, when you see Okay, look at that, stunning. That's a 24th scale Tamiya model kit. Flawless. This is my. We'll go through some of these. This is my favorite one, I think, the BMW here. But yeah, if you like cars, definitely go and check his channel out. Again, the links are in here. Amazing. Look at that. Spotless. Beautiful. Some nice American ones in here too. I love this sublime green color. The Dodge Spline green. It's a beautiful color. The black. I think that's a big scale. I think I remember rightly. It's not the old Airfix kit, like a 12 scale Cobra maybe. Ferrari. Nice BMW M30. This is his spray can challenge, YR7. He did this whole kit with just spray cans, like rattle cans, without using an airbrush. Nice. Skyline. Food truck. Beautiful. Again, just look at the shine on this, and it's just the paintwork. Again, if you want anything, any like cars or a petrol head, check out his channel, Paul ISM. And we got the latest one, Lamborghini. Nice. Oh, this one too. This is 12 scale, I think. This is a massive one. This is a big guy. Fujimi kit, possibly. Yeah, very nice. Like that. It just looks like a real thing. And focus. There you go. Cool. Very nice. Okay, we're up here. We're Papa Talari Saab Gripen 48 scale. Take a look at this guy. Wow, very nicely done here in cockpit. Got some priming down. And paint down. Very nice. Very, very nice. Joseph, 72nd scale Tempest. Old frog kit. Oh my god, hella. Braver man than I. Very nice. And we've seen this one already, I believe. Test fit. Okay, very cool. Hasegawa Revell 72nd scale Draken. Nice. That's a bit of a beast. Look, I never knew the shape of that. It's very unusual. HobbyBoss 35th scale. Nice. And again, we've seen the Mark 22. Some of these we've seen already, I believe. We've seen that one. I'm pretty sure we saw that one as well. Kevin, first build of 2022. Let's take a look at another Tornado. Looking nice. Nice pound line wash. Nice. That must be 48 scale, I guess, looking by the size. Or maybe that's 32nd scale. Yeah, it's 32nd scale, right? Oh, it's massive. Very nice. Cool. Joseph, bench shot of the shot. I think that's a 190 again. Difference in size between 76 scale Airfix. Oh, difference in size, both 76 scale and Airfix. So yeah, so the difference between the smaller guy, this is the Cromwell's, and then the King Tiger. How much bigger this guy is. Yeah, it's massive, right? Dan put his video build series for the Vulcan. Great War Hobbies 1144 scale. Again, click on it, check it out. And what we got here? Very nice. He's working on the Taka Q. So this is the Hasegawa 24th scale Toyota 88C. I actually have a slot car of this. Wow, I think he painted all these markings too. That's a really, I love the yellow, the white, and the black. It's such cool markings on that guy. Joseph and FX BF109, 72nd scale. And an F4. 60s. You really like your older kits, I guess. And a 262 from Revell. 1970s. Wow. We've seen that one already. And top view of the 190 Tamiya. And it's Eggplane, I think F18 tune. Something Dan Scattergood's gonna love this one. And it would be a duck. I think we've seen this one already. Some of these, pretty sure we've seen a lot of these already. We've seen this Stuka already. Decal stage almost complete. Decals down on his F18F. Very nice. And Luke, his channel every Friday at 2:30 UK time, which will be 9:30, I guess, East Coast US time. His live hobby hangout. Go check it out. Again, links are on here. Joseph and his 2012 FX BF190A8. Yeah, we're getting towards the end here. I'm sorry I'm kind of zipping through. I'm conscious of time as well here. We've got a lot of stuff here. Work in progress from Philip. 1/9 scale. That's a cool Talari 1/9 Kettengrad. Very cool. You can do a lot of stuff with these 1/9 kits, Talari kits. What else we got here? Let's see. Very nice. It's massive. And that's a 35th scale next to it. See, guys, idea of size. Wow, massive. Very nice. That's gonna looking forward to see the progress when this one's painted up. It's gonna look awesome. No photo of his FX 190. And 1973 and 2014 Airfix kit both together. Wow. Look at this. Mohammed's up to weathering. So he's decaled. Now he's weathering his Meng F18A. Looking very nice. Now, the thing with this kit is the panel lines are quite big on it compared to the Hasegawa and the HobbyBoss one. It goes together really well. I think once it's all together and stuff, you don't really notice it so much. But that's one thing, is the panel lines are pretty big. If you think about buying an F18A, the Meng version, that's something just to note here. The difference between this and the Hasegawa and the HobbyBoss version. But that's looking really cool. Oh, there's another picture right here. Very nice. Nice streaks. And Claudio, if MI24V 48 scale is Hind, let's take a look at this guy. Very nice. I love the camo scheme on this. Now, again, talking about helicopters, that's what I had this kit and I sold it, and what puts me off is just the size of these blades, like where I would store it, because it's so wide. You know, it's a big footprint these guys take up. But that's looking really awesome. Love the colors. Very nice. Yeah, very, very cool scheme. And we got here, I think we've seen some 32nd scale Stuka from Robert. I think we've seen this one already, but this is all weathered up. Maybe this is a later version. Wow, the spinner's looking really nice with the yellow and black. Nice. Really, really cool. Wow. Very, very cool. Very nicely painted and weathered. Nice. And Paddy, a bit further on with the Enterprise deck. Now start on the aircraft and crew. That's massive. Jeez. That's gonna look awesome once you got all the jets and stuff on here, the whole air wing. Very nice. And that is it. So, we've gone up like 50 minutes going through this. I've gone through really quick, so I apologize I've gone through so quickly, but I just, in the interest of time, there's so much on there. So again, I need to figure out how I'm going to kind of showcase this in future episodes. If I'm going to go for every build or just pick a couple out, or do separate videos, I don't know. But I'm so grateful everybody joined the group. I just want to share it my bench update this week to make it a bumper video. So thank you as always for posting on here, and please keep doing so. And if you haven't done already, hopefully this has helped you. If you haven't joined already, hopefully this has inspired you, and we'd love to see your work as well. So 184 members we have right now. So yeah, and we're only going for about 2 weeks. So really cool work, everybody. Great work. Now I'm going to switch the camera back and go back to me. So there you go. Pretty awesome, right? Just set up a couple of weeks ago and all that amazing work on there. So thank everybody for posting. Keep on posting. It's very inspiring work, and really liking the interaction there with people, and it's nice to build a community up as well. So again, if you want to join it, links below in the show notes. So that rounds up this month's video for January. I got plenty more content coming up, and I'll be back in a month for my next update. So thank you as always for watching. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.